Hi, my yogi friends. I'm so glad you are here. This is a nervous system reset yoga class where we will be holding postures that are more restorative in nature, but also moving and flowing through the body, connecting our breath to our movements. In class today, we will be utilizing a block. So just make sure your block is easily accessible. First, find a grounding position today. So you can either come down onto the back or maybe sit with the legs crossed. If you'd like, you can place your block underneath the sits bones to just elevate and prop yourself up over the hips. Close down your eyes. And just start to draw the attention into the breath. Taking a breath in and a slow breath out. They say that the breath is the remote control to our life. So really utilizing the breath to slow down the heart, the thoughts, which ultimately will slow down the nervous system, any anxieties. And just start to draw the inhales in an equal length as the exhales. So maybe you breathe in for a count of 5. And you follow that breath in with an exhalation, counting to 5. Breath in and breath out. Taking that a couple more times on your own pace, at your own speed. And then just ever so slowly drawing the right ear to the right shoulder. And drop the chin to the chest. Left ear to the left shoulder. Taking this a few more times, just creating half circles with the chin. And if it feels good and accessible to you, you can draw a full circle with the chin, dropping the head back, but always being gentle and honoring the space in which you're in today. Slowly return the head back through center, and maybe the eyes lift open. Reach the palms up overhead, and then exhale. Guide the palms to the back of your neck. Elbows point out. Breathe in to lift the heart. Exhale, guide the elbows towards one another. Slight tuck of the chin to the chest. Applying a gentle pressure here to the nape of the back of your neck. Feels good. You can rock side to side. Gently begin to return back through center. Lift open through the heart. Elbows point high. And exhale, slowly release the hands down to the side. If you're seated on your block, just place it off to the side. Roll over onto all fours. On your breath out, just dip the hips over to the right, feeling the side body stretch through the left. And then hips over to the left, stretching through the right side. Take a couple hip circles like this. Coming forward and letting the hips dip down. Maybe inviting some circular movements in. Then inhale, return back through center. Find a cow pose, dipping your belly down, gazing ahead. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press through the palm, lift your hips high. In our downward facing dog, maybe you pedal out the feet. Bending in and out of one leg and then the other. And slowly find stillness in your down dog as you let the heels melt close to the earth, pressing evenly through the palms and letting the elbows roll inwards. Let the head, neck hang heavy. Full breath in and full breath out. Do that one more time, and then this time on your exhalation, maybe allow the tongue to release, finding a lion's breath. Inhale. Exhale, release the jaw, let it go. Feel the face soften. Inhale, gaze between the thumbs. Exhale, take tiny little steps with your feet to walk your feet behind the wrists, forward fold. Breathe in to find a halfway lift through the spine. Crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale, hinge forward, ragdoll pose. Just allow everything to feel heavy and feel all the burdens or all of the tension on your shoulders. Just slowly release and let it go. You can invite rocks from side to side if that feels good. And I encourage you here to just close the eyes and let the breath release anything no longer serving you. And a full breath in and a slow breath out. Breathe in to find a halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold. Step the left foot back in space, finding a low lunge. And then soften the left knee down, rise up to a modified crescent. And then just gently press the hips forward. As you lift through the heart, feeling the stretch through the psoas. Not here for long, just working in and out into the hips. And then just gently begin to press the hips back for your half splits. Taking 3 deep breaths here, opening through the hamstrings. Focusing on pulling the left hip forward and right hip back to help square the hips. Breath in and breath out. And gently locate the block. Plant the left hand down onto your mat. Maybe use the block here. And then begin to twist the heart open. Reach the right fingers high, finding a little twist through your half splits. Feel this stretch through the IT of the right leg. Really deep sensation here, so allow the breath to guide you. Inhale and exhale. One more breath in. And exhale, slowly release. Bend back into the right leg, plant the palms. And then we're gonna walk the right foot over, finding our sleeping pigeon. Guiding the hands to the hips, breathing in for a lift through the heart. And exhale, slowly releasing the forehead down. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, lengthen, open up. Then exhale, slowly descend, finding your sleeping pigeon pose. And if this is ever too much in the right hip or the right glutes, you can always take this on the back side by guiding the right ankle onto the left thigh. And just feeling the openness through the left glute and feeling the stretch through the right side. And a slow breath in and a slow breath out. Gently press back into the palms, lift through the heart. And then just plant the palms out in front of you. Swing the right leg back, ground the right knee down. Find your melting heart pose. So the shins come down to the mat, hips stack over the shins. So walk the palms forward and dive deep into this upper back, upper shoulder stretch. Feel the heart get heavy as the chest descends closer to your mat. Release any of the shoulders, tensions. And if you'd like a little deeper stretch, You can always bring the chin to your mat and gaze to the top of your mat. Full breath in, slow breath out. And then gently just sliver onto the belly, finding a Sphinx pose to reset and counterbalance and open through the heart just for a moment here. Nothing crazy. Bringing the heart forward as you traction the forearms back and press the hip bones down. Breath in, breath out. Slowly release the forehead down. Find an interlace with the palms. Let the forehead rest on top of the palms as you just feel the energy and the sensation of the right side, letting that linger and integrate. Notice if there's any difference between the right and the left side of the body after working through that series. Maybe you feel a little bit more open and relaxed on the right. Find a breath in and a slow breath out. Guide the palms underneath the shoulders and then press yourself back. Just finding an embryo pose with the knees touched, resting the torso on the thigh, palms face up, arms alongside the body. Let the shoulders just melt and round. And just taking a moment here to notice the body, how it feels after you've allowed yourself the time, the space to slow down the breath and the thoughts. Remembering that you can cultivate this sensation, this stillness, anytime, as long as you have your breath. You're always in control. Even though some days when things come up or we're in the middle of it, going through it, it's always there for you to come back to. And gently begin to rise back up. We'll make ourselves back into downward facing dog. Full breath in and slow breath out. Slowly walking to the top of your space. Breathe in for halfway lift. And then exhale. We'll step the right leg back, finding our modified crescent. Reaching the arms up overhead. And then playing in and out of the hip mobility by lunging forward and back, feeling the stretch through the psoas. allowing your breath to guide you deeper. And then slowly, we'll send the hips back, finding our half splits on a Hamanasana. Lifting the heart up on your breath in. And then relaxing down for 3 deep breaths. Flex the left toes up to the sky and breathe into the left hamstring. Slowly lift through the chest, plant the right palm down onto your mat or to your block. And then inhale, reach the left fingers high, spiral the left shoulder back. You find a twist in your half splits. Send the breath into the left IT bands. Really deep sensation here, so being gentle and kind. Inhale and exhale. One more breath in. And exhale, release the left hand down, slide the block off to the side. Setting up for your sleeping swan, sleeping pigeon. Lift up through the heart. Lift the chest. Exhale, let the spine roll forward. 2 more times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. 1 more time. Inhale, lengthen high. And exhale, slowly descend into your variation of your sleeping swan. And if you notice the thoughts begin to creep back in, can you just draw your attention to the breath? And if the pace of your breath has gotten faster or you're noticing shorter breaths, just slow them down. Draw your inhale in for a count of 5. And press your exhale out for a count of 5. Find your final breath. And exhale, let it go. Press back into the palms. Lift the heart. And then swing the right leg forward. Look at your block and bring your block just to the middle of your mat. We'll descend down onto the back side, bringing the knees into the chest once you've reached the bottom. Slowly draw circles with the knees. Feeling the nice low back massage. And then slowly release the feet down onto your mat. We'll find the block and then press the heels down into your mat. Place the block just at the low back, feeling completely supported here for supported bridge. You can either guide the hands to one heart and your belly, or reach the arms up overhead, opening through the upper back. Now, there are different variations, the legs here, but if it feels good, you can walk your feet to the wide edges and knock your knees to touch, finding a broken bridge. Just allowing the hips to release. Allow the mind to take a break. Allow the body to rest and receive. Breath in and breath out. And gently walk the feet back in, finding our waterfall pose by reaching the feet and the heels to the sky. Just allowing the energy and the blood to flow back into the body. Feel the earth beneath you support you. And just giving a little loving into the legs for all they do, for holding you up. Find a breath in and a breath out. We'll slowly guide the feet back onto your mat. And you can stay here in your supported bridge, or if you'd like a little bit more of an opening through the frontal of the hips, you can walk the feet forward, making sure that the back feels supported, so no pinching through the low back at all. And you can stay just like this, resting in our final posture, savasana. Or you can find a more traditional pose by lifting the block off from beneath you, letting the body take up as much space as you need. And just taking a few moments here to not do, to not have to be something, fix or change anything. Simply just be here and breathe. And if you feel ready to reawaken, deepen the breath, invite slow, gentle movements back in. And reach your arms up overhead, finding one final stretch, toe tip to fingertip. Then exhale, finding a fetal position over to the right side. And the yoga doesn't end now, just bringing this sense of inner calm, inner peace as you walk away from your mats and back into your everyday. And gently press yourself up to a comfortable seat, keeping the eyes closed and just guiding the shoulders towards the ears, sliding the thumbs to your heart. The light and love in me sees, recognizes, adores the light and love in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide. It is always an honor. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.